Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday night, and after a week off, welcome back to ROM Hack Races. It's so good to see everybody. Thanks for dropping by. I'm really excited to bring you another race tonight, and it is going to be a really fun one. I hope you all are ready. It's week 244. Can you believe it? The level tonight is called Transilience by the Dream Team, and you've seen their work before, and you're about to see something really cool from them again. LightAligns and Saela. I hope I'm saying that right. Am I pronouncing Saela correctly? Saela? I hope I'm saying that right. Let me know if I got that incorrectly, because we don't want to disrespect the makers. They are fantastically talented. You might remember them as the makers of Halo 14 Sides A and B, Johu, Memorabilia, and the Reconciliation of Ascension. All of those on SMW Central right now. They've got such a cool level for us tonight. I tested this myself, and I was like, wow, this is going to be amazing. If you don't know what you're in for, if you're new to the audience here, this is ROM Hack Races. Every Saturday night we have a fresh Mario World Kaizo level that no one's ever seen before, and the racers are going to improvise. They are going to have to run it with all their wits and skill, improvising along the way, but they do know a little bit about what's about to happen because we've got testers. Awesome, talented, kind, volunteer testers who have checked the level out ahead of time and given it some difficulty rankings and a little bit of a heads up for the racers, so they know a little bit about what they're getting into. Tonight's level, rated 5 out of 10 for execution, 6 out of 10 for complexity. There are 3 sections rated at 6 for length in each of those sections, and the racers are advised to stay on their their various feats, and think with the gimmick of the level, because this is going to be some cosmic brain stuff. We had Mithrillionaire, Fen, Walking Eye, and welcome to our brand new tester, Blue Ribbon High Life. Check this out this week. I also tested it, but I literally didn't do anything. I just played it and said, I have no notes, this is great. You're going to see some fun tonight. This is going to be really cool. On Scouting tonight, watching everybody's streams, we have... looks like 17 brave individuals signed up tonight. Emily MC, Ender of Games, Endless Ascent, Germ Dove, Jang Pickle, Louis Duce, Muzzle, Nick Dude, Plasma Snake, Ricardo DeMilo, Roke Games, Shove the Stew Cat, You Fail Me, going for the Nexus tonight, Zaplex, B2, and Proto Pizza, and of course we've got Fen on the restream. Blue Ribbon High Life, welcome, and thank you for scouting with us tonight. Star-Lord as well on the scouting, and the scouts are going to be letting us know who is taking the lead, you know, who we should rotate in. We've got 4 racers on screen, but hopefully we're going to get to see every single clear tonight. We got Muzzle, You Fail Me in the upper right to start off with, B2, DE81 in the lower left, and Shovda in the upper right. Now, you know, this is ROM Hack Races. We're here, we're having a race. We are here to support everybody. These are tough levels, and don't be fooled into thinking that you're watching bad players. This is really tough stuff, and you're going to see the best of the best go at it here. The narrative tonight, though, this is a little bit of a special thing. We're back after a week off from GDQ. We got a lot to talk about with that. We've also got You Fail Me up here in the upper right. It is anybody's game tonight, but You Fail Me might be looking for something special, because if You Fail Me can win this tonight, they will have tied the all-time ROM Hack Race record of wins in a row. It will be 6. They will be tying with both Louis Duce and Nexus, and they would, if they win tonight, would have a chance to go after the all-time record next week. But we'll see. Could be anybody's race. You don't know. So let's get some hype in chat. It's nice to see everybody back. I'm GlitchCat. You probably knew that, but if you didn't, that's me. Hi, that's the voice you're hearing. I will be bringing you the play-by-play. And if you want to ask any questions, or you want to learn more about Kaizo Tech, you know, please feel free to shout it out. I'm going to do the best I can to keep up with what's going on in this level, but get ready, because we're going to see some cool stuff. So I think we're just about ready to go. Let's do it. Week 244, Transilience from LightAligns and Saela. Let's go. So, what have we here? First of all, it's beautiful. I myself have played this, and golly, just love it. Oh boy, looks like You Fail Me's learning pretty quickly. So what is the gimmick here? Mario's power-up status will change every time he jumps. So if you're Small Mario and you jump, now you're Big Mario. And you're Big Mario, you jump, you turn back into Small Mario. Now keep in mind, Big Mario can take damage and get iframes. So might be needing that. Big Mario can also smash through turn blocks with a spin jump. And Small Mario, of course, can't take any damage. The flashing spikes are instant death for these racers, and the gray spikes will not be instant death, but will cause you to take damage. So take a look here. Definitely these racers are getting the hang of this gimmick already. You Fail Me out to a big lead here at the start, but Shovda, Muzzle, and B2 keeping the pace. first thing, we got to figure out how to make, this is some big brain stuff, and we got to figure out how to be the right Mario for the job. So sometimes, in certain situations, the racers will have to make one jump to get over something, but they will need to jump again to reset Mario's state, because they have to be thinking ahead about whether or not they want to be Big Mario or Small Mario at any particular moment. Whether or not they want to take damage, they want to land on the Piranha Plant. Certain enemies in SMW, I'm sure most of you know this, but I try to stilt my commentary towards people who might not be as familiar. So if you know this already, you are ahead of the class. Certain enemies in Super Mario World are dangerous if you are not spin jumping. Mario's spin is very, very powerful, and so certain enemies like Piranha Plants can only be landed on with a spin, whereas other enemies like bats, Koopas, and other things will be destroyed with a spin jump, and you won't actually get what I would call a boost, where you bounce off of the enemy and go up higher in the air. So watch for those distinctions, and watch for the racers making choices about which type of jump they're going to be using and when. Not much of a clear lead right now. Every one of these racers kind of getting familiar with this gimmick. You Fail Me, though, definitely kind of got some motion here in the upper right, turning that regular shell into a disco shell. And they are certainly starting to think with this gimmick. You Fail Me in the upper right, making moves right now. What's the difficulty rating? We had a 5 for execution, 6 for complexity, and 3 sections tonight. So a little bit trickier, but a big brain factor going on. Louis Duce, look out, coming in the lower left. Scouts are letting us know he's making some progress. So we've got the first couple jumps here, and we've got the disco shell coming up. There's a special block up there in the ceiling that will turn a regular shell into a disco shell when you throw the shell into it. You Fail Me, though, clearly, wowee. You Fail Me really knows what's up. Louis Duce also. So take a look here. Oh, Louis Duce in the lower left making reads. The racers are trying to figure out whether or not they want to be Big Mario or Small Mario, because sometimes they need to be big in order to take damage and get iframes. And during that moment, they have a small window of time to move and jump around where they're invulnerable. So here goes You Fail Me, back for this in the upper right. They're trying to jump in order to be big, take the damage, so they can keep running on those spikes with the iframes. Really, really clever setups tonight. Watch out for those gray blocks, too. They will disappear after Mario jumps on them one time. Louis Duce's turn in the lower left. Yep, getting big, taking that damage boost, and then using those iframes to keep on moving. Ooh, now Louis, oh boy, Louis. What's up? Louis Duce in the lower left, in the door first. And that's going to be a second section. That's a checkpoint. And wow, nicely done. 4 minutes. Louis Duce's out of there. So 1 section ahead, but You Fail Me and Shovda here in the lower right, making some moves too. Yes, the gimmick works. Every time you jump, you switch what state you are. So you're Big Mario, you jump, you turn to Small Mario. Or you're small, you turn to big. Jumping always flip-flops your power-up state. Really, really cosmic brain. I tested this level, and I came back in the tester channel, and I was just like, this is amazing. I have actually no notes at all. There's nothing to change. Don't do anything. Just, it's a great level. Just roll with it. So look out here. Louis Duce, wow, making some reads. Definitely starting to think with the gimmick. There are these gray blocks. Actually, you see them in the first section, too. They have a number 1 on them. The number will count down every time you jump off of the block. So Louis is going to be encountering one of those blocks with a 3 on it. And to get past that, they'll need to jump 3 times on that block. It's counting down every time they do. It's kind of like a little old game that probably nobody remembers, Mighty Bomb Jack on NES. When you jump and you lower the timer, or you jump and you get points for that. Yeah, okay, I see we have some Mighty Bomb Jack fans in chat. Good. It's a criminally underrated game. Looks like You Fail Me, yo, making a play for that door. And You Fail Me moving on, trying to keep the pressure on Louis Duce right now. But Louis, look at this. Louis Duce turning on that door, and they are out of the second section already. Holy cow. Holy cow. So You Fail Me, second place right now, but Louis in the lower left is making some moves. And now things are going to get a little bit more complicated, because now we've got ice blocks. those crackly blue ice blocks are going to make Mario slide. And sometimes we're going to need to be big to slide through and remain big on the other side. But also, hold the phone, Fire Mario is here too. And now Louie is being able to switch from small Mario state to Fire Mario state whenever he jumps. So we're going to have to watch out for that. Ricardo de Mello here coming in the lower right though, moving. And looks like You Fail Me is really trying to catch up. They saw that door in the upper right corner of your screen right now. Yo, if y'all have any questions or anything too about the mechanics, this level's going by really quick, so please feel free to ask if I'm not explaining something properly or you'd like to learn more. You Fail Me, yeah, trying to make a comeback here. They are really reading this second section. It's fun to watch. First, the racers didn't really know what was up, and they're trying to figure out the gimmick, and then all of a sudden, you see the light bulb catch on, and suddenly they're making these reads, and they're doing all this stuff, because now they know how to think with the gimmick. The racers have started to realize, I probably need to jump once or twice here or something. And looks like You Fail Me, yep, taking that damage and getting right in. So boy, we could see a comeback here. No lead is safe in ROM hack races. It's a sort of a duality between whether or not the racers can be consistent at the parts they've already learned in order to get tries at the new obstacle, or whether or not they're going to just get to a new obstacle and one-shot it. So we could see Louis Douce's been on this section longer, but You Fail Me could one-shot something and take the lead. But Louis here, boy, can anybody stop Louis Douce tonight? Ricardo de Mello, B2, DE, and the rest are trying. So I love making these extra jumps in order to make sure that you are in the correct power-up state when you have iframes and you're standing on the spikes. Yo, B2, ooh, trying. B2 trying to kind of wiggle their way in on that chuck gate at the end there. Maybe you all understand now why I came back in the tester channel after playing this and I'm just like, I have no notes. I have absolutely no notes. Saela and LightAligns are, I think, just an absolute dream team of makers. And if y'all are enjoying this level, I highly recommend checking out more of their work on SMW Central. They have made some absolutely fascinating stuff. Memorabilia, a very, very interesting experimental hack where you do all the inputs ahead of time, and then Mario operates them like a little programmable robot. There's a lot of custom stuff in this level, but it seems so well integrated with the regular Mario world arrangement. You know, the custom death blocks, the little clouds that are like one-ways. There's a lot going on here. Oh, Ricardo, though, I saw that. They needed to jump one more time because you have to be small Mario to go in the small Mario door. Uh-huh. Meanwhile, B2, DE here, making some moves, got to the second section, and is trying to brain their way through this. Yo, hey, thank you so much too, SJ and Charlie the Cat. Another very, very talented ROM hack fan mod creator. Thanks for the support. All your subs and bits and things go right back into the ROM hack races community so that we can keep bringing you quality races like this every week. Louis Douce getting these deep runs. Definitely see some consistency for Louis right now, but they've got to seal the deal. Aha, Louis taking a little pause to take a look at this section. Yeah, there's a falling donut block there, and there's a little bit of like a sprite solid. Mario can't pass through those blocks, but other things can. FGDQ, fan game done quick. Mario fan mods, Kaizo ROMs. You know, we could go with the old school Japanese terminology, Haku Ramu. I encountered so many fun words for Kaizo and ROM hacking while doing my research. Louis, though, yeah, making some progress. But this is also giving you Fail Me a little bit of time to sort of catch up and learn a little bit more. And it's not quite safe yet for Louis. Gotta use the crackled kind of blue blocks there to slide. So crouching and sliding, kind of an ice level vibe. We like Haku Ramu. Yeah, we've heard that before. Holy moly, Louis Douce with that unbelievably fast fireball shots. How in the world? Louis Douce in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, going for it. What's it gonna be? Whoa! And that's an orb. Louis Douce, wow! Just turning on the brain at the end of this. That is absolutely remarkable. GG. Fast win on the end there. And yeah, unfortunately, that does break the streak. The ROM Hack Race's all-time record is a pretty tough thing to achieve. So very good job on the 5 streak, though. You Fail Me, still looking for that strong second place. Good job, Louis Douce, one of the best in the business. Jank Pickle coming in the lower left. You might have seen Jank Pickle's work. They had a level on the Mario Maker Relay that was on GDQ. It was the very first one on the blind relay for GDQ. Jank Pickle making a level for that. Here they are racing with us. Best of both worlds, Maker and Mario World. We got B2. We got You Fail Me still on the 3rd section. B2 on the 2nd section. Jank Pickle and Ricardo working on the 1st. So I gotta say, even you know, Louis' clear was really fast. I timed myself when I played this level. Louis beat me by 8 minutes. I ran this in a 20 when I tested this out, and it hasn't really changed at all since then. Yeah, Louis beat me by a full 8 minutes on that one. So GG. Absolutely crushing it. We got Roke Games here though in the lower left 2nd section, so hang on to your seats here. We got more ROM Hack Races. Look out, Ricardo! Yo, getting in that door, end of the 1st section, and Ricardo de Mello is going to be moving on. We got B2, Roke, and Ricardo working on that 2nd section. You Fail Me. I think, honestly, You Fail Me is getting hung up on the same part that I got hung up on when I was testing, is figuring out when you get to that part with the barrier, you've got to shoot some fireballs through the barrier. Mario can't pass through there, but the fireballs can. And you have to jump and kind of shoot enough of them to bust out the ice, but you have to do that quickly because there's a expiring grab block down there. It's flashing, and you have to grab it and use it before it times out and vanishes from existence. So there's, yeah, You Fail Me back again, and they're going to take those jumps on the block and then try to grab that grab block to kick it through there. B2, look out, making it to the top of this. The Chuck 8 at the end of section 1 might be your favorite Chuck 8 ever. It's a solid Chuck 8. I think it could be a contender. This is really interesting too in the 2nd section. Good construction on this one. The donut blocks and the gray platforms behave differently, right? The donut blocks will fall after you've stood on them for enough time, but the gray platform will fall as soon as you touch it. So the racers actually have to do their extra jump not on the gray platform, but on the donut block instead, because that's the only place you could even get 2 jumps. It's gonna be a tight race for the rest of the podium here for sure. You Fail Me looking for it, but B2, Roke, and Ricardo are all really close. You Fail Me though, yeah, they've got this. You Fail Me in the upper right, looking for that. Oh, looking for that door. Almost found it. Yeah, no, LightAligns and Saela have both, just as a team, have made really, really nice environments and stuff that's just very, I would describe their style as incredibly clean. This, you know, and sometimes too, there's a lot of custom blocks in this level, and yet they don't look messy. They all really telegraph well and serve a purpose, and they don't just kind of look like a... Some levels can kind of end up looking like a clown car of sorts. B2! I saw that, B2. They realized right at the last second that they needed to be small to go in the door, and they jumped right before it scrolled off screen. Good job. Good job. Yeah, that was a good save. B2 got it. Yup. Hey, Emily, thank you for trying tonight. I really want to emphasize that ROM hack races are, you know, for everybody. And they're for you, fail me, getting in that door. Upper right-hand corner, and there's that orb grab. Good clear. Good clear. You fail me. That's just under 17 minutes. Solid time. Good job, you fail me. Came close, yeah, almost got the Nexus, which would be 6 wins continuously in a row. Not almost. No shame. We got Nick Dude N7 up here in the upper right, B2 in the 3rd section, Nick Dude in the 2nd, Roke Games in the lower left on the 2nd section, and Ricardo also 2nd section. Our leader right now, B2. I'm starting to wonder if I would have even gotten podium. H off stream for Shovda. Nice. Oh, Roke, come on! Oh, they were right there. Oh, Nick Dude also getting really close to that door. Hey, I want to say a special ROM Hack Races shout out tonight. Y'all hear my silly voice behind the scenes, well, you all hear my silly voice, but behind the scenes, there are a lot of people who are helping put this race on. And aside from the usual shout-outs, I'd like to say thanks to Blue Ribbon High Life. Welcome to the volunteer team. Thank you for putting some time in to help make this all work. Thank you for your work. We really appreciate it. And you can check out Blue Ribbon High Life on twitch.tv/BlueRibbonHighLife. So thanks. Really appreciate it. Thanks for doing that. Welcome new volunteers. Thanks for helping us make ROM Hack Races work. If you're interested in volunteering, we could always use some more hands on deck on this scurvy crew. So feel free to reach out on Discord. You can also go to romhackraces.com, get the link to the Discord, and check out all of these levels if you want to play this for yourself. We have the patch. You can download it. It's very fun. Do enjoy. Nick Dude. Oh, did they get it or did they die? They got it. Yeah. Yes. Yo, GG, Nick Dude. They were off screen and they like, oh no, I need to be small, and they jumped one more time and they did get in there. I thought they might have died. Mario's head was fully off screen. But that's it. That is a thing about Mario World, is that in your standard Mario World level, there is one block of space that you can't see at the bottom of the screen. The pit that you fall into is actually 2 tiles below the bottom of the screen, not 1. And that's to give you like a little bit of wiggle room. I think it's the devs trying to be a little bit fair. But what that means is that if you're quick, Mario's head can go completely off the bottom of the screen and go completely back up on screen without actually dying. So Nick Dude, B2, trying to work through this 2nd section, or 3rd section rather. Got some Fire Flower now, jumping from Small Mario to Fire Mario. Fire Mario was the great choice for this, because if you jumped and you turned into Kate Mario, it would be a little rough, a little cheesy. Actually, I have a question. Is there a patch on this that allows you to shoot fireballs faster than usual? because I'm noticing a lot of people making like mash shots to shoot like 4 fireballs, which isn't standard behavior. I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. Normally you can only have 2 fireballs on screen. Yeah, that's a little thing that's helping, because you know you want to just kind of shoot fireballs very quickly. But yeah, normally in Vanilla Mario World you can only have 2 fireballs on screen at one time. But there are patches which allow you to have multiple machine gun style fireballs, which has been applied here. I noticed that, because I thought someone I thought Louis was just mashing really fast, and then I was like, wait a minute, Louis made there be 4 fireballs on screen. You can't possibly mash that fast. It's just physically, the code won't allow it. But there, yeah, they've got the extra fireball patch on. Yo, B2, that was really cool. And Roke, oh my gosh, Roke and Ricardo getting to the checkpoint at exactly the same time. Love to see it. Oh man, it's a race right now. Check out the Roke Games versus Ricardo de Mello race going on here in the lower half of your screen. You can't shoot more than 2 fireballs. That's illegal. While we're here hanging out with B2, Nick Dude, Roke, and Ricardo, 3rd section all around, I wanted to say, you know, give a special little ROM Hack Races shout out. If you haven't already gone and seen the Mario runs that were at Games Done Quick this year, we took last week off because a lot of us were going to Games Done Quick and having some fun. Really, really cool stuff. And I would just like to personally give a ROM Hack Races official shout out to everyone who ran some Mario at this past GDQ. There's Sojo's Sure Shot run, which was really funny and fun and entertaining. We got Grand Pooh Bear running Baron of Shell and Fly Me to the Stars with like BK and Xiao Xiao and folks on couch. It was great. The whole Mario Maker relay is so worth your time. The level makers, Jank Pickle being among them, did such a fantastic job. I mean this was the actually coolest Mario Maker relay levels I have ever seen. I've seen them since the very first one that we did, and this has been amazing to watch. So go and check out some of those runs. If you even got time, check out GT Ace's Mario 1 Warpless One-Handed. I won't spoil it, but you really want to check that one out. And Kaizo Monkey Ball, too, was a really exceptional standout. I had some other standout favorite runs, but just wanted to give the official ROM Hack Races shout out to everybody that represented Kaizo this time. And thanks for that. Y'all did a very, very good job. If anybody has any questions about what's going on in the level, please feel free to ask. If you want to learn a little bit more about Kaizo or whatever, I think at this point we kind of got everybody's got the idea. But if you just got here and you want to learn, don't be a stranger. Well, you can be a stranger, but you can still ask questions. You can do so as a stranger. This can be a very challenging level to sort of balance in your head, you know, with constant jump switching. It's a tricky thing to design something that isn't going to be overwhelming, and you know, really good job on that. But it's also, you have to really think with the gimmick, and that's why I suggested that we tried to have little content tags about the levels coming up, like, hey, maybe you want to brush up on your shell tech or something, you know what I mean? Just to kind of help people get a little bit of an idea of what they're in for, and it's like, not too surprising. But this one, I suggested we add a little content tag, like, think with the gimmick. And you really have to, like, use that, and it's been fun to see, like, the light bulb turn on, like I said, and people go from, I don't understand this gimmick, to, okay, I definitely get this now. Fan game. Fan gamer. ROM fan. We should just start saying silly. You know what I mean? Just make it increasingly sillier. Kaizo ROM. So these Kaizo ROM fan games. Kaizo Haku ROM. Geez, the air in this area, you see like the background, it looks like this area has also gotten some of the fallout from those Canadian wildfires. it's even gotten into Mario World. I hope everybody's staying safe with that. That's some rough stuff. Oh, B2 almost getting in that door though. Keep an eye on the upper left corner. B2DE is about to get it. About to win the Kaizo Ramu made game fan for friends to enjoy. I made my friend play through my Mario Haku ROM. Oh, here's another good one. A term that I came across on my Kaizo historical research. Friend Mario. Friend Mario. B2. Oh, looking to be... Oh, that platform wasn't being a friend to Mario. But, yeah, friend Mario it was a specific designator that would be given for a hack that was designed for your friend to play through. The idea of making a BS hack and then messing with your one friend, you know, so it's friend Mario. We've heard Kaizo 1 was called Friend Mario before, and other Kaizo-like stuff before Kaizo was the word for it. They would say, oh, you made a friend Mario. So, I don't know, I think that's a funny one we could bring back at some point, you know what I mean? Like, B2, yeah, didn't want to jinx it, but there we go. B2DE 81. Can I get an orb? Very good job. Yo, we got Stu Cat, and look at this, third section. Let's go. Some freaking ROM fan gamers tonight. Y'all are doing great on this. I just want to let you know, just in case you were curious. You're doing great. Everybody's playing really well. It is a treat to see these every week. I hope everybody watching, I hope you're all doing fine. How's your day? How's your week? You know? We're hanging out. And say if you have questions, it gets a little tricky to do the same, you know, exactly the same commentary on exactly the same obstacles. But if you're new, you want to learn about what's going on here, please ask. Switching power-up states on jumping. Got to do a bunch of cosmic brain moves to shoot some fire. Be big or small depending on the situation. Would Louis Douce World count as friend Mario? Certainly could. If you made it, you know, yeah, if you made it like for your friend. Or Grand Pooh World, you know, would technically count it as be the friend Mario. There's another really great term that I learned in my research for Kaizo or ROM hack, but I can't say it on this stream. It's you could call it a frick ROM. It's not the real word for it, or maybe a heck ROM. I've heard them called that before, and we could bring that term back as well. There's a lot of good historical, yeah. There's a lot of good historical nomenclature for ROM hacking. And yo, B2, thank you for the raid. Good clear tonight. Well played. Yeah, the historical nomenclature goes pretty hard. Hey, whoa, Stu Cat, nice. They figured out a little strat that no one else was doing. Instead of shooting that one spiny out with fire, they just took damage on it, and it got them to the same place. So that's pretty neat. Nice little strat. Look out, Rogue Games, let's go. Oh, now they're coming in fast. Let's go, Rogue Games for that orb. Good clear, yo, 30 minutes, that's tight. Good job. Y'all are great. This is good. This is good Kaizo Ramuing. You watch that ramen races? Let us greet Germdove in the lower left. It's Germdove, Ricardo, Nick Dude, N7, and Stucat. Third section's all around. I'd like to make a point too here. Consider this. You know, we see some fast clears, but 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour for this level is a really good time. Don't make the mistake of thinking that you're actually seeing bad players just because someone beat it in 15. This is really hard stuff, and these racers are working their butts off. Jank Pickle, I think that was a clear we saw. A little bit quick on that one, but GG, Janks is too fast for us. Go and check out Jank Pickle's level from the Mario Maker relay. It was really cool. It was the first one, and it was cool to see that open up the race. Good clear, good clear. Scouts are doing great tonight. Thanks. We got the scouts' job is they're watching all the racers who signed up, and if someone's taking a lead, maybe someone got a checkpoint or whatever, they say, hey, so-and-so, he's taking the lead, and then they rotate them in. Because if we had all of the racers on stream at once, it'd be too small. You wouldn't be able to see anything. Ricardo, ooh, yeah, trying. So that's the problem. Ricardo needs to be a little bit faster in that part because the grab block that they're trying to grab is timing out. And so if they're not quick there, those grab blocks are flashing, but it's on a timer. They will expire. Here goes Stucat in the upper left. Ooh, nice try, nice try. Your internet died? That sucks. My Tamagotchi died. Oh man, I'm just watching here. This is such a nice level. It's easy to vibe to. It is. Yeah, we have. That is true. It's kind of interesting, Vivaldi. It's cool to see Ricardo de Mello playing something that isn't necessarily shells. A very, very, very difficult. Ricardo's made some very difficult shell hacks. I like their work. And that's the thing, like, shells is... People always like to talk about, if I may wax poetic for a second, you know, people always talk about shells as though shell tech is a very foreign kind of discipline, that you're doing very alien kind of non-Mario stuff. Yeah, we saw that cheese from Stucat, yeah, taking the damage. It's clever. And they're gonna get, oh, they almost had it. Ah. But you know, I don't think that shell, in my experience, shell isn't the very alien one. It's cape. Cape is the weird tech. Cape is the thing where you're doing counterintuitive things that aren't like other Mario things. But shell tech is really just moving and positioning yourself. What shell tech really is just kind of very extreme platforming where you never stop, right? Because the basis of shell tech is fine motor skills, tight movement. Ricardo de Mello getting in that, yeah, with those shell skills, and Ricardo's gonna get out of there because they know fine motor skills, and they are good at that. Nice job, yo, GG Ricardo, that was awesome. Good race. Everybody's doing so well, man. 35 minutes is awesome. We got Muzzle coming in here, third section. Unsurprising for a player who has cleared Casio. We got Muzzle, we got Germ Dove, we got Nick Dude, and Stu Cat. Let's roll. I don't even know if we're gonna get to see the first section anymore. Everybody's too fast. You'll have to go on romhackraces.com and download it for yourself. That's right, all these levels are right there. If you want to play some cool Kaizo, go over and check it out. And you know what you get to do? You get to just play one level instead of committing to a whole hack. You can see what difficulty rankings they are. You can pick something that's kind of tailored for your specific needs. And then once you beat the level, you win. It's not like you're playing a giant hack that has 50 more levels. You just win, you know? I'm a big advocate, personally, of winning in Kaizo. We all like to be, oh, it's very difficult, it took me 10 hours and I died and stuff. But I'm a big advocate of getting a win. Getting a win for yourself. You gotta get some air in your sails, you know? You gotta get that momentum. You gotta win. So play something you can win. It's very motivating, I promise. Kaizo can't just simply be this demotivational, very hard thing that thwarts you when you die all the time. You know, you gotta feel like you're getting stronger. It is Stu Cat here, Nick Dude, Germ Dove, Muzzle. Me and you, Super Mario also. How was your week, y'all? How are you doing? Did anybody, if you were at GDQ, did you check out the ROM Hack Races panel? How was your day? I went to a cool little sci-fi con. To a cool little sci-fi con with friends. It was neat. I bought a bunch of cool art from people. I didn't get any autographs. That's alright. Some dude noticed my Gemini Home Entertainment shirt, and so I bought a drawing off it. Because he was really good. I was walking by and he's like, yo, I love your shirt, Gemini. And I'm like, yeah, you're like the only person that recognized that. And he had awesome art, so I bought a painting off him. He was really good. He's awesome. He's really, really good. Yes, jumping. This level's gimmick, whenever you jump, Mario will switch his power-up status. In this area, you switch between small and fire. So bouncing off enemies won't do that, but every time you're standing on a floor and you jump, you are now a different Mario. And it's cool because when you're big, you can power down on spikes and take the iframes. This level, and I think, you know, LightAligns and Saela's work in general, does a really good job of, and I can't think of a better metaphor here for this, but use the whole buffalo, where every part of the gimmick is thoroughly explored. Nothing is really left on the table. For example, using the power-up Big Mario and Small Mario, but you're using Big Mario to smash blocks, and also for the iframes. So you're making use of all the things Big Mario can do, you know what I mean? It'd be easy enough to design a level like this where you're just big and small, and sometimes you have to duck, and sometimes you have to slide, or whatever. But they have gone the extra mile and actually found things to explore, like, inside this whole gimmick. So I think that's really fascinating. That and having things... Look out, Stu Cat! Oh, Stu Cat! Yeah! Nice. They had it. They were very close. They got it with that classy cheese. I'm gonna give Stu Cat a whole cheese wheel of cool points. They get one, the value of one cheese wheel equivalent in cool points for that cheese. That was pretty good. It was good cheese. Look out, Germ Dove! Yo, they're coming in quick now. Let's go, Germ Dove! Nice. Y'all are great! Man, that's so good. We got Shavda here in the upper left. We got Nick Dude, we got Zaplex, and Muzzle. Oh, look out, Muzzle. Yo, lower right. Muzzle's getting a shot at it. Oh, man, they might really get a shot at it. Let's go, Muzzle. Yo, hey, let's do it. Yo, that was the reverse commentator curse. I called it. Muzzle, let's go. Way to clutch it out. Good job. Good run. GG, Muzzle. Nice. Yo, hey, making room for Proto Pizza in the lower right. Hey, we get to see the second section. Yay. Thanks, Proto Pizza. We get to check out the second section again. They're working on the second. It's a vertical upward scrolling auto scroller. That's good. You know, if you got in late, you might have missed it. Proto Pizza, just helping, you know, helping the content. Yo, Stucat, great cheese. Thanks for that raid. Great cheese. You got a cool little cheese strat on that one spiny. That was awesome. Oh, yo, Proto Pizza, yeah, putting this together. Yeah, you see the learning happening here. Yo, Proto Pizza really making it work right now, man. They were hanging on. Let's check in on Endless Ascent. See how they're doing in the lower right. Hey, thanks for hanging out, y'all. If you're new and you like what you see, every Saturday we do these, so please feel free to drop a follow. Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have another race. They are open to the public if you would prefer to race rather than just sit and watch. But I'm really glad that folks like to come and hang out, y'all. Really kind of you. Thanks for being a part of it. Yo, Endless Ascent, yeah, definitely. Whew, they understand this. Endless Ascent, oh man, they are in there. Wow. Nicely done. Endless Ascent moving on in the lower right here. Third section. Yeah, these sections do such a good job. These little middle rooms, the intro room, and then this room that Endless is in right now. They do such a good job of teaching the player what the gimmick is. And if you go back and watch right at the start of the race, you'll see everybody kind of fumble around for a minute until they learn. And I really like rooms that can do that. Sometimes, especially in Mario World and other games, sometimes it's helpful to just give them a message box and tell them what they are doing. Some things are a little bit difficult to pantomime, you know, or make a room where not only is the thing you want them to do the only way out, but they're also going to learn what they did. That's easier said than done. Sometimes it's beneficial to just give them a text box and say, every time this happens, press the B button, you know, this is the gimmick, here, do it. But it's a really cool trick of design when makers can come up with educational tutorial rooms like that, especially rooms that feel like part of the level. The idea being to sort of integrate the lessons into the gameplay seamlessly, and they've done a fun room while also learning what the heck, and then they get into it and they say, aha, okay, I get it now. It also kind of sometimes, I think, at least for me as a player, it helps me retain information if I have actually done the thing myself, as opposed to having just been told what I do, because I might not even remember, or I might not even absorb that information, but if I had to actually learn what the gimmick is by just Pavlovian kind of dying on it over and over again, now I know. Now I'm not going to forget anymore. I also, yeah, so I'm a fan of show don't tell, but I do think at a certain point, you know, we say like show don't tell in literature and cinema and stuff as a good rule of thumb. I think for Kaizo, for games, it's more like tell if it's too hard to show. You know? I think that's more the rule of thumb. Show unless it's really difficult, and then just tell. Yo, Proto Pizza here in the lower left working on the second section. Good job. Endless on the third. Nick Dude on the third, and Shabda also on the third. But who's on first? I do kind of think that ROM hacking has a bit of Chekhov's gun in it. You know, if like I was talking about before about sort of using the whole buffalo. If you show a gun, you must fire it. If you give them a power-up, use it. Take advantage of it. Sometimes I think, not even a call-out, but I think sometimes an error in level making can occur when makers think more about what they want to be in the level and less about what they're actually going to do with that. And that's a good point to note here as Proto Pizza, oh my gosh, can they get it? Proto Pizza, lower left. Oh, I thought they had it. Ah, good try though. But you know, sometimes like a maker will just sort of seem like, well, I want there to be a motor skills level. I want there to be a show level. I want there to be this ASM gimmick. I think it's a cool gimmick. I want there to be, when you jump, you switch your power, right? But you have to go a step further than that. You have to think of how you're going to actually explore that, right? It's otherwise you're leaving something on the table. Proto Pizza looking for that H. They're gonna get it soon. They've got all the moves for this. There is a super cool behind the scenes crew. That is true. Not a myth. Not a rumor. It's just real. Oh, and Proto Pizza? Proto Pizza? Yes! Yes! Yes, Proto Pizza's in that door. Moving on to the third section, it's Shoved in Nick Dude, Endless, Proto Pizza, all of them battling it out here. Yo, Nick Dude, upper right-hand corner on a really good run. Yeah, they know what they want here. Nick Dude, ready to roll. Oh, nice try. Gotta be small Mario to go in the small Mario door. You must be at least this short to ride. I hope y'all are having a lovely evening. I dare say you deserve it. What with gestures to the world and all. Oh, yo, Shovda going for that. Maybe they don't know. Maybe Shovda's also going for that damage boost on the spiny. It might be entirely possible that they haven't realized it's cheese. It's interesting that this level was able to be made without cheese. It's actually really cool construction because you'd think that if you can constantly damage boost all the time, you could just cheese everything, but it's just designed in such a way that you can't, actually. Well, yo, Nick Dude, nice! They caught that platform right at the bottom. Let's go. Nice job, Nick Dude. Well played, well played. Well played. Well, I can tell you that out of our original 17 racers, right now 5 remain. Ender of Games, Shoved a Proto Pizza, Endless Ascent. Oh, hey, yo, Ender, showing us off the first section, just to be nice. While we're hanging out, too, y'all, I want to give some special shout-outs to everybody who's working behind the scenes. Like I mentioned, you know, you hear my silly face in front of it, but that's right, you hear my silly face. That's right, my face is making noise and you hear it. I said what I said. But you hear my silly face, but there's a lot of folks and a lot of friends helping out behind the scenes. Tonight, on the restream, I really want to thank Fen for doing everything that they do. Fen is so kind, so helpful, always there when we need him, and really, 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 really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that, Fen. Tonight on Scouting, hey, who's that? It's Fen. Also, we got Blue Ribbon High Life and Star-Lord hanging out. Thank you for doing that. Really, really appreciate that. We got on the tester squad, Mithrillionaire. Who's that again? Oh, it's Fen, Walking Eye, and Blue Ribbon High Life, who helped us test this week. Of course, always, Doc. Thank you for everything you do, Doc, and also Fawful, who I think helped set up the ROM Hack Race panel, if I'm not mistaken. D4 always helping us out with stuff. Kelgan helping us out with big time tech behind the scenes. Ampersam as well, helping with the base ROM and really being super kind to folks on Discord who have base ROM questions. If you're looking to hack SMW and you want something a little bit easier to work with, try the ROM Hack Race's base ROM. It's a pre-stretched canvas just like Bob Ross, you know, with all the supplies and everything you need ready to go, so you don't have to worry about applying a bunch of patches and doing all this extra jazz. Makes it a lot easier. Give that a try sometime. Amper worked really hard on that. Also, shoutouts to you, chat, because you're giving GGs for all the racers, and when someone clears or wins or does something, you're posting GGs. Thanks. That really helps out. We try to make a supportive community. It's ROM Hack Races, but it's not competition, man. You know, well, only the winner is good, and the rest of these players are very good right now, dealing with a ridiculously hard level that, if you go back far enough in history, would have just been impossible. You go back 4 or 5 or 6 years, this level gets so much more difficult. So the skill of the average player has increased dramatically. But I really appreciate the GGs from everybody. Y'all are kind, making a supportive atmosphere for racers. Shovda's great. You can follow her over on twitch.tv/Shovda. Shovda, as I've heard, picked the teams for the Mario Maker Relay at the last GDQ, and they were very well picked. That race was so tight. Seconds. Literally seconds between some points of progress and clears, and Shovda picking the teams. I was watching that too. Did she get the sub 2? I was watching the other night when she got like 230. I didn't know. I didn't. Just guess I missed that run. That's rad. Yeah, Shovda's been going for what, sub hour Joker Shell. Okay. If you really want to smash your face off a level, Revelug has a new jam right now. Revelug's new shell level, it's in their files on SMW Central. Revelug's new shell level is amazing and really, really brainy stuff. TJB's cleared it. My thumbs didn't let me clear it yet. Shovda going for that clear. Ender, Proto Pizza, Endless Ascent. Go and follow some racers, y'all. I'm sure you already do. I don't mean to be patronizing, but there's a lot of really kind and talented people, and a personal appeal, perhaps. Everybody, take care of yourselves. Take care of number one. Watch out for yourself and those that you love. It can be rough times for streamers these days on Twitch.tv, especially with a lot of things going on, uncertain futures, changing policies, this and that. Your favorite streamers really appreciate all your support, and you really have no idea sometimes, you know, how much a sub or a kind word means to a streamer. So go into someone's chat, say, yo, I saw you on ROM Hack Races, you did good, you know, drop them a sub, drop them some bits. They really appreciate that. And one way that a lot, you know, Twitch, you already do. One way that a lot of Twitch audiences can continue to help out is by just giving that vocal support, because a lot of streamers are in uncertain points, and you know, we don't know, you know, is it, if you're not the biggest ginormous channel in the whole wide world, you know, it might be a little rough. And it's not rough for Ender though. Ender of Games getting into that second section, I saw that. But yeah, you know, like your favorite streamers appreciate you a lot and need your support too. You know, I say myself as a streamer, I like to get on and hang out with chat just as much as chat likes to hang out, right? I also get something good out of that. So if you got some bucks, you know, you maybe have a kind word or a follow to drop, you know, being active in someone's chat, just lurking and providing support, even this is all good stuff to do. So, you know, think of your favorite streamers, and you know, think of how hard they work to provide you with really quality entertainment. Look out, Shovda. Let's go. Upper right, left-hand corner, excuse me. Shovda. No! Foiled. Foiled by the gimmick itself. All these racers truly showing us what a real ROM fan gamer can do. I made my associate play through my Mario ROM fan game. Real game ROMers. That was, I don't know why it makes me think like real gamers. There's all these. My state currently, Pennsylvania, has opened up a lot of these like gambling machines, and they're popping up everywhere. People have these gambling skill games everywhere. And I follow. There's this local arcade that's like a real arcade. They have like, you know, like video games and some pinball and junk. And they posted this thing. They're like, stop asking us if we have skill games. We are not, like, we are a real arcade. We do not have skill games. Stop asking. Real true ROM gamers. Shovda, another attempt coming up. Shovda's got all the moves, and she knows what she wants here. Yes, let's go. Shovda in there. Whoa, is that just about 1 hour flat? Nicely done. That's twitch.tv/Shovda. What's the purpose of the clouds? Oh yeah, one-way death blocks. Yeah, thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. They are one-way death blocks. They will kill you if you try to jump the wrong way. In this case, up from below them, instead of down from above them. Hey, yo, let's say hey to Plasma Snake in the upper left-hand corner. Working hard, yo, good job. Real big props for Plasma Snake, sticking with it, working on that section. Ender of Games in the upper right, Proto Pizza in the lower left, Endless Ascent. And this is the final 4 racers. We had, I believe, 17 sign up tonight, and this is the final 4. So, you know, what I'm getting out of that is that we would be welcome to have more people racing on ROM Hack Races, and if you're interested, you can always sign up on the website It's easy to do. Just stream it. Let us know you're streaming and you would like to be a part of it. You know, also, too, you don't have to necessarily stream. If you want to just grab the patch when it drops on Saturday and race along at home, go for it. Actually, here, question. Does anybody do that? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Like, you don't have to stream or race. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how we can register your time and say, yes, you actually did this. But does anybody do that? Does anybody race along? But check out romhackraces.com for all of that. We got all the patches there. We got info, Discord invite link, you name it. I like doing that, B2. Honestly, it's kind of a stress-free way to practice. Yeah, or just like, you know, grab a level from RomHack Races and then try it out. And then, like, look at your time. If you think, like, well, I don't know, maybe I'd be bad if I raced or whatever, you're probably not. I don't see bad players that show up here. That it doesn't. I've never literally never seen it. But you know, you can like try a level from RomHack Races and then run it yourself, and then go and look up the leaderboard for that level and compare your time. See how you would have done. I've had people that have said like, "Wow, I didn't realize like." I raced a couple of these and then I checked my time and I was like, oh, I would have done very well. You might surprise yourself, you know? Oh, that's cool. I was just interested. I was just interested if anyone did that, because that's certainly welcome to. You know, the streaming and stuff. The official leaderboard is just, you know, for fun. If we didn't have one, then there wouldn't really be a race or anything. If you're just joining us, the gimmick in this level is that Mario will change his power-up status whenever he jumps. So big to small, small to big, you're always flip-flopping. Oh, endless. Yeah, you know, I like that too, Lincoln. Sometimes I'll test the level, and like this week I tested the level, but I just came back, was like, I have no notes, this is awesome. So I pretty much tried to, you know, practice sight read this level in its final form. I ran it in what, 2034? I got like just about 20 minutes flat. So I don't even know if I would have gotten podium this week. Okay, I would have been third. I like seeing, sometimes I'll play the level and I remember my time, and then I'm kind of watching and I'm like, is someone gonna beat my time? Sometimes they have, and sometimes you haven't. Some races I might have got the first, and some haven't. Maybe I race someday, but long ago when we first came up with RomHack Races, you know, it was kind of, we were discussing like, well, what roles does everybody want to do? And I thought about it for a little while, and I've always felt, and I still feel this way, that I think my place is on commentary for this. I think I can do more and be more effective and use my skills better, rather than just simply racing. If I can sort of be your friend to bring you the action and kind of describe it for you, then maybe that'll be helpful. Oh, Ender getting so close, they saw the door. I see a door. It is interesting how little brackets tend to develop. Certain racers kind of bunch up, and really, the real competition is actually between groups of like, rivals, and not necessarily the entire field of players. Ender of Games in the upper right, looking real sharp here for that end. I might race. I might. You know, I had always said if we had like a really hard level, I would come out and race it. But then we had a really hard level and it needed tested. So I'm just, you know, my thought on it is that, you know, I already stream, I already do all this stuff, and I love the game of Kaizo, and I want to try to give back in a real way. And you know, I'm trying to moderate hacks and put in that work for the community. Try to be on commentary instead of racing, to, you know, be supportive and to talk about this kind of thing. I'm not the only one that could do it, and we've had plenty of great guest commentators before. Will again, but it's a way I like to try to give back if I can. Kaizo and the Kaizo community have given me personally a lot. I really appreciate that, so I want to put in a good effort for everybody. Should do a special staff race. I'd be down. I'd be down. You know what? Okay, you know what'd be funny is if we did a staff race, but not on Mario World. If we just did like some other, you know what I mean? Just something we all kind of like have no idea about. Yeah, so something. Choose something that would make it specifically low stakes and fun. Yeah, like a Celeste race or something. Yeah, totally. Or Donkey Kong Country or something. Yeah, that would be funny. I'd be down. I'd be down. Yo, oh, Plasma Snake, they were so close. Yeah. I'm not bad at Donkey Kong Country, no. I'm no Void or anything, but I like to think my years and years of experience left me with some kind of skill. To be honest, honestly, as a kid, I probably played more Donkey Kong Country than Mario World. I really liked Donkey Kong Country, and I played World for a little while, and then I remember DKC 1 came out, DKC 2 came out, and like I played the crap out of those games. That was my jam. I played probably more DKC as a kid. Yeah, Doc. Yo, yeah, thanks for that reminder. Yeah, we may have some cool Celeste stuff coming up. Love the Celeste community. It really is a great example of Celeste is like what Kaizo would look like if Nintendo was supportive. You know what I mean? Celeste and the devs really showing how to embrace the fan community. Yeah, if Nintendo was even halfway supportive of what we're doing, it would look more like the Celeste community. The Celeste community is Kaizo, but the devs are supportive. Not me thinking about how to properly and respectfully ask Maddie to be a playtester for Subcon 2 when I finally am done with it. Certainly not. Who would conceive of such a thing? Yo, look out, Plasma Snake, making some big moves here. Oh, okay, they're pausing. Ah, they're pausing. That's a good strat. Take a look, pause, size it up. Oh, hey, is that Eon? I thought I heard the sound of 4 lines being cleared at once. Y'all are very kind and cool, yo. Thanks for watching ROM Hack Races. It's really fun to do these every week. It's one of my favorite parts of the week. Just get to kind of hang out, you know? That's another thing. I'm always playing Kaizo games. This is the one time of the week where I get to hang out and talk about other people playing Kaizo games. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Glitch, do you want to race? Like, it means you get to play Kaizo one more day a week. Like, it's just like... I love Kaizo Mario, but man... I gotta play pinball too, y'all. This is substantially cutting into my pinball practice time, okay? But yo, I hope you're having fun. We got Plasma Snake here in the upper left, Ender of Games in the upper right, Proto Pizza in the lower left, and Endless Ascent synced up with Proto Pizza in the lower right. Oh no, Endless. Oh, they see that. Yeah, they see their mistake. They see their mistake. I took a calculated risk, but man, I am bad at math. Nobody tells me to do anything anymore. It's kind of a bummer. I think it's like I'm no fun, you know? Like, hey, do a midair, like, okay. Blip, blip, you know, it's just like, it's like Tony Hawk being like, do a kickflip, and the guy's like, oh yeah, no problem, blip, like, it's not, hey, Glitch Cat, do a yump, I bet you can't, like, okay. Oh, Endless, no, that was so good, though. Personally, no, Mario Legend, I don't agree with that. I think that took off as a meme because haha, silly acronym. And I completely think that is not the way to go. This is just my opinion, but Kaizo, if you want to get good, I'm specifically speaking to the folks in chat who want to develop their skill and become a strong player. Some people don't want to go that route, and that's valid. I mean that. Some people just want to play a hard game and win and be like, wow, that was so hard, I did it, I won. And you're not necessarily interested in developing the skill, right? You know, really getting good. Not everyone prioritizes that, not everyone cares about that. If you do, if that is where you want to be, then I think a bad thing to do is actually follow that list, because you are only learning specific things. Ender! Learning how to get in that door, though. I thought that was a death, actually. Nice job. In my opinion, as a Super Mario World player of, I don't know, how long has it been since 1992? The way to really get good is to play standard hacks. Play some standard hacks, play some challenging standard hacks, and what you want to do is you want to get very good at moving the character. Moving Mario, jumping, moving, landing precisely. You want to know how different sprites work and the little intricacies that you can do with that. What Kaizo does is it gives you a very limited through line of motion through the level. There's only one trick to do. And so what you've learned, if you go through you play one hack and then a harder hack and another hack, you have only learned contexts. You know? It's kind of like teaching yourself how to play piano by first you learn Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, then you learn Fur Elise, then you learn some Beethoven thing, and pretty soon you're a concert pianist. But you're not, because all you did was learn those particular pieces. And it's harder to learn music theory if all you're doing is just playing Beethoven, right? That's not really the way to do it. So, practice your skills in the abstract. Make a training ROM for yourself. If you have a tough time with a trick, go into Lunar Magic and make that setup and practice it. Use save states to practice, play standard hacks, and get good at the fundamentals, because that's all you need. All you really need to know how to do is move Mario and jump really accurately and just be a god with the controller, right? And I personally believe that if all you do is just play this list of Kaizo hacks to play, that you're not really going to develop the same level of power that a player who learned in the abstract did. That's just my 2 cents. I might be incorrect about that. I also feel like that whole acronym survived because haha, it's a funny joke. Did you ever notice that? You know, I think it's a little bit of that. Like, it's an acronym, it's a funny acronym, it's funny to say. It's not really. It's a tragic thing that happened to millions of people. So there's that. But that's my take on it. I think that whole system is kind of bogus. Those are good hacks to play. Those are fine and fun hacks that you can develop skills on. I'm not saying don't do this. I'm saying if your priority really is to gain skill, you're not really doing yourself any favor with linear obstacle courses. That's just me. That's just me. And you know, it's the kind of thing like, I mean, sure, you know, Kaizo is flashy, and I always say, this is the answer I give: endless, look out, endless in the lower right, let's go. In there, endless ascent, yo, orb, let's get a big orb. But, you know, something I always point out is like, everybody wants to do the classy, flashy stuff. I get it. That is valid. It's a valid desire. I'm not saying, oh, you're all dumb for that. Everybody wants to do the really cool looking stuff, the really flashy stuff. Everybody wants to be Proto Pizza at the bottom, getting in that door. No, they tried. Proto Pizza, nice try. You know, everybody wants to be Tony Hawk and do the 900 at the X Games, right? Because that's cool. That's the flashy, cool thing, right? But you have to learn by not doing the cool thing, right? You can't learn how to jump a motorcycle off the Grand Canyon by just doing that. You know what I mean? You can't just ride your skateboard down Bob Burnquist's mega ramp and expect to learn something. You have to do the boring practice, right? Practice is boring. Practice is boring, and those that can succeed with practice can turn that into a repetitive zen, right? You don't want to learn anything in particular. That's not important. What you want to learn is how to learn. You want to develop patience and learning strategies that you can apply to anything, right? So, yeah, jump a goldfish, jump a stingray. If you want to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilder weightlifter guy, you're not just gonna go out and start trying to lift a bus, are you? You know, well, I can't lift the bus now, but if I try every day, I'll get very strong and then I will lift the bus. No, you won't. You gotta go and lift small weights. You gotta start with dumbbells. You gotta build muscle, you know? You gotta think of Kaizo as a large thing like this, because it really truly is. It's large in the way that skateboarding is large, piano, music, playing an instrument is large. There's a large lexicon of techniques and abilities. And if you just play Kaizo, you're just gonna get little slivers of that, but never really the whole thing. You haven't really learned a shell jump. You have, but what you've really learned is how to do that particular shell jump, right? This shell jump is at a particular angle, it's a particular moment, and it might be similar to other ones, but you're learning contexts. You don't want to learn contexts, you want to learn broad things and then apply them. I don't mean to get all up about it. Everybody has their own method. Please question what I am saying and take what works for you and reject the rest. It's your game and it's your gameplay. I'm just trying to help you. You don't have to listen to me. But that's my 2 cents on it. I dig that, comrade. I dig that. I think that's, yeah. That's an understandable and relatable feeling, and honestly, it's kind of brave to be able to say that. I don't mean like to be patronizing or anything, but it's insightful to be able to know that about yourself. I try to think of it like, when I don't know something, it's like a dark room. I'm in the room and I can't see anything, and then there's some light and I see a little bit of something, and I try to focus on that, and I'm like, ooh, you know, that's really cool. Like okay, personal example for me, I've always felt kind of intimidated by pinball machines. They're big, they're bulky, Plasma Snake going for a run in the upper left. They've got lots of stuff in them, and I'm like, I don't know electrical engineering, it's very intimidating, I don't know. And then I started learning a little bit. And I still don't really know everything, but suddenly I know, okay, this is how solenoids work, and this is how the flipper coils work, and then I replaced my flippers. And it took me a long time, you know, I had to like struggle and be like, what the crap is this, how do I do this? But now I know a little bit. And I like that. I try to focus on the areas that the light is shining on, you know? Or maybe take some of that light and spread it around a little bit. Look at the reflection, you know? If you're in a dark room and one light turns on and it hits something, that light is going to reflect off onto other things. Right? And I know this metaphor is getting out of hand here, but I hope I'm making sense. It's like it's easy to focus on the how much you don't know. But be a snowball, right? Be a snowball. You start small. You start with one thing. I know that this is a wire. Wires are made out of metal. Metal does this, you know, when it connects like this, something happens. Just go to the basics. Go to, I am holding a controller. I am holding a controller like this with my hands. My thumbs are resting on the controller in this way. I am moving Mario. I press the button, I walk this much. That's like, you can break it down that small though, and I think that's helpful. That's just me. Sorry, I don't mean to get so freaking heady with y'all, but I think you can hack it. Here's another thing that just occurs to me, and I really mean this to like no shade. No shade, no shame, no nothing. Everybody is learning their own way and has their own skills. But I don't... Watch for red flags that indicate that maybe something in your technique needs work. And sometimes instead of just like... And I find this too when I'm playing. Instead of bashing my face on something, instead of Proto Pizza at the bottom going for the door... Ah, they got the death! You know, it's like when I really think about why can't I beat this level? It's really tough. What's going on? And I really think about what's the problem? Sometimes it's only one little thing, you know? I know everything, but there's this one part that really screws me up. Focus in on those, you know? It's you don't necessarily need to take thousands and thousands of deaths, right? That might be an indication that you could cut some of those deaths off. You could save yourself 1,000 deaths by practicing things in isolation. I think that's important. So it's Proto Pizza here, Ender, Plasma Snake. Y'all having a good weekend? Having a fun time? I hope you're feeling comfy, you know, warm, relaxed. Proto Pizza, yeah, not to be denied. Not to be denied twice. They are going for it. Oh my word. Oh my word. That's Mario. Mario did that. It's Mario's fault. This level is definitely a brain bender, for sure. I didn't look at the schedule before we started, so I was curious if anyone from staff knows who our maker for next week is going to be. If you're interested in making, you can always sign up, but we have a pretty stacked list. coming up for the rest of the summer, and there's going to be some really fun levels. If this one looks a little tough to you as well, don't fear. We have a mixture of easier levels, tough levels. It's kind of every week, you know, you never know what you're going to get. So, you know, just hang around. It might be different. Proto, and I cannot stress this enough, pizza with that big old orb. Nice job. GG pizza. Yo, looks for... Oh, come on, Plasma Snake. Let's go. Getting a good run here. Upper left-hand corner. Left side of your screen. Plasma Snake. They know what's up. Let's go. Let's go. I'm rooting for Plasma Snake here. We got Ender. Got Plasma Snake. And me and you. I don't even know what else I had. I think I got all my shout outs and announcements done ahead of time tonight. So, yeah, we're just chilling. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. All right, it is Ender of Games's turn. Games's. What has it got in its Games's? Well, no, I'll save it. Man, Plasma Snake looking good here. They are getting these deep runs. They may be out of here. Yo, Proto Pizza, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. Good clear. Good clear tonight, yo. Oh, Ender, I think they have realized. I think they have realized what to do. Oh, it's a little quiet. Do 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 do. Blue 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 blue. Here, wait. I'll make the sound effects for you. So it's like this chill music, right? It's like whoosh. Do 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 do. All right, here we go. Boy, whip, bam, bam, bill, 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 bloop, whoop, bill, 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 boy, bill, 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 bloop, bloop, bill, 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 whoop, 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 bloop, bill, 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 bloop, bloop, woody, blew, pachu, pachu, bloop, bill, 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 boo, 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 boo. We've had Super Mario World remade from memory, but nobody has done Mario World sound effects made by Michael Winslow. You know, it's like that, man, it makes me think of that game, Jelly Car. Have y'all seen this? It's like you're a car and you're made out of, it's like a squishy car and you drive around. But the great thing about it is that you can make your own sound effects for it. Like there's a little menu up at the top and like at the start of the game, and you can just like record your own sound effects and it'll play them. So you can just go blop, 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 and then like it'll play that in the game. It's so funny. Yeah, no, Jelly Car is super funny, actually. That's a really genius dev thing, actually. Let the players make their own sound effects. Man, that's just actually genius, right? Like that's really a smart idea. It's funny, right? There's like some default sound effects, but if you want, you can just do silly stuff. That's awesome, actually. It's so funny. We need to have we do it like a silent movie. We'll have like title cards that pop up. Be like, Endless Ascent has just cleared the level. Man, Plasma Snake's putting in work over here. I'm impressed with this. Plasma Snakes really, they are putting in work. No Endless, but that sounds awesome. Yeah, go get some ragtime music. Play it in another tab. Thanks for hanging out, though, y'all. How are you? I don't know, what's on your mind? Doot. You don't really hear the iconic Mario 1 theme very much in Mario World Hacks, do you? The da 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 do da do 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 do. You don't hear that one. Oh, Plasma Snake, nah, they're learning. Yo, what's up, Throwing Air? Great race tonight. Good fun. I hope everybody's enjoying it. Oh, jeez. I don't know. This is a tough level, and honestly, sometimes, like, the thing to do in a level like this is really just like kind of memorize the steps, you know? Go here, jump twice, then do this. And like at a certain point you like aren't thinking about the gimmick anymore. You're just kind of like doing the steps that you had. Oh, geez, Plasma Snake, good job though. Good job. Wait, did Finn actually put on ragtime music? Is that because I can't hear the actual broadcast? Because that's awesome if true. Yeah, amazing if true. Thank you for that. Ender, so close. Ah, Ender of Games, getting the raspberry. Ain't seen a Mario ROM hack like this since 1907. You know what we ought to do? We ought to refer to the early 2000s as the aughts. Why don't they do that anymore? Plasma Snake. Trying to go for the Chuck Gate. Ah, but they're too slow. Trying to respawn. Ah, they see what to do. They're trying to respawn the brown platform, but it just isn't happening. This is a great time to remind folks that you're watching a broadcast brought to you by Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. That's right, friends, Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard keeps Mario's power-up status at Big Mario all the time. If you eat a little bit of Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard, you'll win at every video game ever in the whole wide world. That's Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard, now with even more yellow. Jumping, yes, that's correct. Jumping changes the power-up status. That's the gimmick of this level. Yup. Coast to coast, several dozen individuals are raving about the incredible yellow quality of Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. Why, just ask this one guy from this shop in Podunk, Minneapolis. Oh, I love Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. It's real good. You heard it here first. It's the best in the world. Dozens and dozens of satisfied customers. My cousin always gives me a hard time about that. Like, oh, yo, you better watch out. You got dozens of fans all over the world. Oh no, you might disappoint your dozen fans. There are literally dozens of us. Orb? Is that a what? Is that a what? What? Chat, I forget what that object that Ender of Games just grabbed is. What is that thing? Is that a cube? Is that a polygon of some sort? What is that thing? I forgot the name of that thing. That thing you grab which ends the level. Is it a stop sign? Yeah, we may never know. Thank you all for hanging out with ROM Hack Races. We are down to our last brave individual, and as is tradition, we are going to go and throw over a raid. Don't forget though, follow ROM Hack Races so you can come back and see the race at 8 next week. We're going to have another fun level ready for you. Jump on romhackraces.com and you can get on the Discord server that way. Hang out and talk shop with us. If you want to be a part of the ROM Hack Kaizo community, that's one place to do it. Go and follow the racers. I'd like to see you all around the Kaizo community on Twitch. Check out some of the racers and see what they're up to. Your favorite streamers really appreciate that. All of them. If you got, you can spare a little bit, drop a sub, drop some bucks. Check out their other stuff too. Streamers are always talking about their Ko-fi or their Patreon or something. I can tell you, we really appreciate that. Y'all are very kind. It's tough times on Twitch, so thanks. Thanks for supporting ROM Hack Races and your favorite streamers. That's all I got for you. Y'all are very kind and cool, and I hope you will come and hang out for a race next week. For my community friends, I'll see you around. I might stream tomorrow, but I also like taking the day off. I'm sleepy, so get some rest, and don't forget, you matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives, and you matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 longboy furret, and the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous, disabled, autistic lives matter. So do you. I'll catch y'all again real soon. Thank you for being a part of this all. See y'all again on ROM Hack Races. Peace.